An update on the trial of Michael Dunn, who was recently convicted of the murder of Jordan Davis. Davis, of course, being a 17-year-old Florida teenager back in 2012. Now, Dunn, of course, claimed shooting Davis in self-defense. However, there was no evidence to back up that claim. The case made headlines because the situation started over an argument over loud music that Davis was playing and ended when Dunn repeatedly shot at the teen's SUV, of course, resulting in the unfortunate death of Jordan Davis. Now, jury had found Dunn guilty of first-degree murder in September. First degree is, of course, involves premeditation. He premeditated the murder. He's like, I'm going to kill this kid for his music because I don't like his thug music, is what he had said, reportedly to his girlfriend. He's been sentenced now to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Now, Circuit Judge Russell Healy, who gave out the sentence after prosecutors opted to not to seek the death penalty, he said this, quote, Mr. Dunn, your life is effectively over. What is sad is that this case exemplifies that our society seems to have lost its way. I agree. Now, Dunn was also convicted of 3 counts of second-degree murder in his first trial because he continued to fire into the Dodge Durango as the driver had tried to flee. Now, for Dunn's part, at the sentence hearing, he did apologize, sort of. He said, quote, I want the Davis family to know that I truly regret what happened. If I could roll back time and do things differently, I would. I am mortified that I took a life, whether it was justified or not. Now, I have a little bit of a problem with that one because obviously it was not justified, so he's still trying to hold on to that. He pulled a gun on me defense, which is ridiculous, and that makes him a horrible person. But anyway, it's finally over. And I want to ask you guys in the panel, do you think and do you feel that justice has been done? Why or why not? I know I do.
I think it's been done. I personally do. He's clearly doesn't have any empathy for or sympathy for the life that he took. He doesn't care. People like that should not be out on our streets because, I don't know, am I the next victim? Is my best friend the next victim? Is it somebody like a TYT member the next victim? Like, I don't know. If he's saying, oh, it may or may not have been justified, at least fucking bullshit it and be like, yeah, it wasn't justified that I killed that kid. You know what I mean?
If we were on the conservative side of it, if this was the role reversal and it was like the guy the Young Turks main show had on, he shouldn't have been let go out of prison. Let's get the politician over that. You know what I mean? With that argument, the conservatives would want this guy electrocuted. But because he's shot a quote-unquote thug, that argument is mute. No death penalty, no revenge killing, none of that. Let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts. Let's don't make any judgments. Let's not judge quickly. You know, I love how that dynamic changes when there's race involved and when there's things involved. But to the answer to your long answer to your short question, justice was done. And I'm glad on our rational side there isn't anybody really calling for the death penalty because that's just revenge, and we become them. We become what we don't want to be.
I do have a question though about this story. Because the kid didn't have a gun, so there was no bad guy with a gun. But the good guy with a gun actually killed somebody. So does that make him the bad guy with a gun or the good guy with a gun?
Could he not have made a gun up out of thin air? I mean, if he was justifying the shooting, and he's still justifying the shooting, why didn't he just, you know, like you find some metal plates that have the words of God written on, oh, gun, here's metal. Out of thin air, and now it's in his hand. No, seriously, this wasn't planted. This wasn't a stand your ground. I mean, the arguments for the right wing are ridiculous when it comes to a racial killing that's clearly racially biased. and it gets really old really quick. But there's no racism, right? That's what we're told. There's no racism. Don't have to worry about that anymore.
Well, we do have a black president. Of course, there's no racism. We're post-racial America, and you know, and this kid was playing thug music, so he brought it on himself. No, actually, no. You bring up a good point when you say that you're glad that they didn't invoke the death penalty. I'm also glad they didn't invoke the death penalty. I think that would have been useless, and I'm generally against the death penalty anyway. So I'm
totally
he's got
against
life in prison. He's without parole. He's in yes, forgive the pun. He's done.